my math, that's 8 Republicans, which is more than there are in some counties in Wisconsin. They're all running for the United States Senate. It takes no courage to be a Republican in South Carolina. It takes a lot of courage to be a Republican in a swing state like Wisconsin. And if you look at the electoral map, it's a gauntlet for us as conservatives and Republicans, and it has to go through Wisconsin. South Carolina is going to be in the Republican category. But when we're up in 2016 or 2020 or 2024, and we're trying to see whether or not we can capture the White House, the eyes are going to be on Wisconsin. It takes courage to be here. So on behalf of a state that is solidly Republican, and it doesn't require that much courage, I'm not minimizing the work, but it doesn't require that much courage to be a Republican in South Carolina. Thank you for showing the courage in a state where it does require it, like Wisconsin. Now, how do we win again? That's what I'm obsessed with now. How do we win again? 5 out of the last 6 popular votes for president, we've been on the short end. We've won 1 out of the last 6 popular votes. Now, because of the genius of our founding fathers, we have something called the Electoral College. Bush beat Gore, but we lost the popular vote. So as an old washed-up prosecutor, when I see myself losing 5 out of the last 6 jury trials, I need to have a hard conversation with myself. I need to ask myself, is my message right? So I've been thinking about the message and whether or not it would resonate with our fellow citizens. Sean mentioned Benghazi, and to me the message of Benghazi is simply this, that when you send people to a foreign land to represent you, I don't care what your politics are, when you send fellow Americans to a foreign land to represent you in a facility emblematic of your country, you need to provide the security and the safety for their service.
Yeah.
The message. When bad things happen, those that you do send need to know that we will move heaven and earth to come get you when that thing happens. That is the second message. To all of the soldiers and diplomats going forward, they need to know that we will move heaven and earth to rescue them. And the third message of Benghazi is that you have a right for your government to tell you the truth in the aftermath of a tragedy, no matter what. Yes. Period.
Yes. Yeah.
This republic has been around for more than 2 centuries. I think we can handle the truth. What we cannot handle, and what will begin to fray the foundations of this republic, is when we lose all trust and confidence that the people that we put in positions of power and respect think so little of us that they lie to us or they tell us things that are demonstrably false. Yeah. That is the third message. So back to the message. How do we win again? Here's our challenge. I think our message works. I just think we need to couple the what with the why. And when I say that, we need to tell people, yeah, we're for respect for the rule of law. But you need to answer the why. And the why is this, because law is the most unifying force we have in our culture, and it is the most equalizing force we have in our culture. That's why we believe in respect for the rule of law. What else makes the richest person in Wausau drive the same speed limit as the poorest person? It's the law. What else makes the richest person in Wisconsin have to pay his or her taxes on the same day as the poorest person in Wisconsin? It's the law. And our manifestation of justice is the law, and we've decided that she's going to be represented by a blindfolded woman holding a set of scales. Respect for the rule of law because it is unifying and because it is equalizing. Personal responsibility. I live with a 21 and a 17-year-old. Let me stress, those are my children. My wife is... Let there be no misunderstanding. My wife of 25 years is slightly older than that. But so the 21 and the 17-year-old, and we don't do well as a party with young people. So when I talk about personal responsibility, their eyes glaze over. They just say it's an old man talking about what time he needs to be home. No, when you live in a country full of freedom, with that comes a corresponding responsibility.
Yeah.